All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ruach Hadash, the honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there pushing the truth across the four corners of earth. I am the brother Shaman from Great Millstone, St. Louis. Uh, another video. The hot topic is, of course, the shit that's going on, the rioting. Because basically, why brothers are harping on it so much is basically this is another example of what's going to happen, nationwide, according to prophecy in the Bible, because it talks about what there'll be sedition among men. Men will want to go into a city and not be able to. Um, it's going to talk about everybody's returning to their own nation. It's going to be a fight. One people against another people. Which the stage is being set right now. All right, and especially because where I'm at, not too far as Ferguson. You know what I'm saying, and we saw exactly what happened there. You had a lot of Jakes from the area who were riled up, but what happened was you had a lot of people coming in who weren't actually from the area. All right, you had a lot of agents, a lot of people who were paid to come and tear shit up. You know what I'm saying? From whatever organizations, and we know behind the scenes that it's all going back to Esau. These are all devices of Esau. That's why you have to kind of follow along so you know and understand the devices of Esau. He wants to lock this place down. He wants to uh, create this police state. You know what I'm saying? So they can have ultimate control. That's what they've always wished to do, and they'll play whatever side they need to get that accomplished. All right, and even up here, this particular place, this is the auto zone where they said the dude, who was smashing the windows out. Let's see, yeah, they said this guy they're saying this guy is a police officer. You know what I'm saying? That's the doubt of this. Rumors are swirling over footage showing a shadowy figure. Right, and they're saying that he's actually a cop. All right, and then the Minneapolis police force, they actually tweeted about it and said, no, he's not a cop. But then they found they had a message, they had some messages allegedly from his ex-wife, who I actually identified who he was in the first place, which is how people were able to know that he was a cop. All right, because I guess they were under orders to just peacefully protest, but this guy took it to the next level, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And similarly with another incident here in St. Louis, they actually had some of the protesters of another case where a police officer killed Jake in cold blood, where they had protesters coming in who were undercover cops, and then when the police surrounded them and maced them and beat the shit out of them, then they started to have the city started to get sued by these different police officers who were these different people from law enforcement who were paid to come here and show that this particular department, is racially motivated. All right, and all of that. I say all of that to say Proverbs 15:22. It said, "Without counsel, purposes are disappointed, but in the multitude of counselors they are established." All right. And the counsel you should seek, because this is for the Israelites first and foremost, is the council of elders, the council of the apostles, the council of different brothers who understand and have experience and have wisdom and able to understand situations and how they should be handled according to the scriptures. All right, and the scriptures never talks about going out in the streets and doing all this dumb shit. All right, we go out in the streets, we speak, and then we leave. That's it. But we know there are certain people, pointed to play the role of confused, and what I'm saying, it's a covering cast over all of the world. All right, so it can't really be helped. You know what I'm saying? It really can't be helped. That you're gonna have this kind of stuff keep popping up. And this is another reason they want to shut the internet down, because you got so much footage, you got so much clarity. Now with the phones and stuff. So now, you can see people, you can see situations, you can identify them instantly for yourself. All right, but even with that, you still got agents, imitators. You know what I'm saying? Hey, even amongst us, the brotherhood, man, the Israelites. You got a lot of, not just Great Millstone, but worldwide. You got a lot of people who say they're Israelites, but then, really they're here for ulterior motive, all right? And ultimately, the Lord is going to weed them out, and He's going to expose them. All right, and just going back to Satan's devices, man. That's one of the devices he has. It's hiring people becoming hirelings. Let me get that too. All right, because the scriptures say, "What if it be not of me, it shall come to naught." Is that the one? Right. This is John, and this is talking about the false pastors. It mentions them as a hireling, all right, because they're not telling people what's really going on. The churches are closing down. Basically, they're closing down the word for the people. All right, and this is the time where they're really supposed to tell people, because once the prophecies are stirred up, the prophecies start to hit, everything starts to flow like clockwork. We know that this is it, man, and we know ultimately that the big one is going to be the mark of the beast. All right. There's a hireling, one hired, somebody who's hired to do something. All right, that's like your local pastor. They're hired to do something. Hell, you got, like I said, agents in these situations, which they're trying to figure out who's who. There's the guy again. Where is he at? They show the guy with the umbrella. Why he has an umbrella in a protest. I don't know. He got a mask on. Whatever the case may be. Whoever hired him ultimately, it's gonna fail. All right, and we know, and again, they actually tweeted, to say, no, this guy doesn't work for us or something, but we don't know that. We don't know that. That's why John 10:11 said, "What? I'm the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep." But he that, meaning, what? You devote yourself. You devote your life. You devote yourself to the cause, man. And true devotion is what we're doing, man. Prophesying, going out in the highways and byways. If it's permissible. You got brothers who can't go out right now, but hey, if you can, do. It said, "But he that is a hireling and not the shepherd," which you got agents amongst the brotherhood too. But at the time, when the Spirit has them to be revealed, they're going to be revealed, and not the shepherd, whose own sheep are not. See if the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep and fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them and scattereth the sheep. So like the hireling fleeth, because he is a hireling and careth not for the sheep. Right, I'm the good shepherd and know my sheep and am known of mine. Right, and that's exactly the Israelites. That's what we're known for. We're known for peacefully teaching. We're known for going out. We might shake it up a little bit, but we ain't gonna get carnal. You know what I'm saying? Even on the internet, we're gonna call people out. We're gonna call out history. But other than that, we're not gonna do none of that other shit. We're not gonna burn shit down. All right. Now, they're not calling these people terrorists. They're calling these people protesters. And if you notice how many Edomites it is, standing out, walking around. You got Jake out here too, but you got a lot of Edomites out here too. They're just looking for a reason just to be out here. All right, you got a lot of people out here just to be out here, just to everybody saw the situation, but here it is. Where's that at too? To say, judge for you judge, understand the matter. And I'm gonna close off on that because even the whole situation, people have come with these narratives. It says what? Sirach 11:7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. You know what I'm saying? Then it says what? Exodus 18:16. When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another, and I do make them know the statutes of the Most High and His laws. All right, and the thing about it in these situations that keep popping off, we might see one thing, you might see, the cop over the, which, that is wrong. That is murder, basically. But basically, according to Esau society, the police have been set up as uh, uh, judge, jury, and executioner. All right, and then also as the factor in, they're what? They're the Edomites. Okay, so they're the wicked anyway. So they have a hatred for Jacob anyway. All right. Then there's also the aspect of what? We were brought here, to serve under captivity. And in the back of their minds, they still believe that, and that's the still. So ultimately, what I'm saying, it's only one solution to the whole thing. We're gonna have to get the fuck from under this man. We're gonna have to get out of Babylon. We're gonna have to get our kingdom back. But which kingdom is that? All right, because we've tried to build many kingdoms, and just like once again, if it be of men, it shall come to naught. All right, and that's why the only way out of this, man, is a spiritual way out. We've already tried all the other ways. We've already tried to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? You got Jake trying to open carry, Jake trying to emulate, do the same things as, the alt-right, which, a lot of them are clicked in with the government. A lot of them are clicked in with the law enforcement. Everything that, they do, and that every time that they come, with warfare, everything that they do is always clicked in with law enforcement. It's always clicked in with certain politicians or certain, millionaires or whatever. It all goes back to their government, Esau and their government. You know what I'm saying? Which their government, they're still hiding certain information to this day. You know what I'm saying? Based on things that they've done to Jake. So hey, it's, once again, man, trust. Just like the elder brought out in his lesson, man. Trust in thy, drink out of thy own cistern. All right, drink out of thy own cistern, because hey, it's gonna keep heating up. The situations are gonna keep happening. All right, and then ultimately we don't know the full story on what did happen. I mean, we see the guy getting murdered, XYZ, but what happened in the situation? Did the guy sleep with the dude's wife, or did what I'm saying, in a private matter? Who knows? So we ain't flying off the handle, but we know this stuff has to happen for the kingdom to come. All right, hey, call Lo Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Kakadash. Hey, everything in the dark is eventually gonna come to the light anyway. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this place is gonna get shut down eventually anyway. They tried it with COVID. Now it's coming back to life, but now once again, here's another excuse for them to shut shit down. All right, so we'll see where they take it from here. Shalom.